this is a warm-up routine for you, which is going to work your legs quite hard. So just to make sure you've got everything prepared ready for a Pilates session, or actually this would just work as a standalone sort of legs workout. We're going to start with our neutral position, as always in Pilates. So we've got the feet together, let the toes turn out, let the heels follow, knees slightly soft. Neutral position through the pelvis, rock forwards and backwards a couple of times and find your neutral. Think about these ribs just being gently pressed down, rolling the shoulders, so just working through any tight muscles, ignore any creaking. Okay, a couple of ones forwards. Okay, let's finish there. So widening through the front of the shoulders, arms are nice and relaxed. Your chin is gently tucked in, so the back of the head is just gently sliding up towards the ceiling. So if you imagine the top of the head just gently lengthening up, that should bring your neck into a pretty good position. So everything should feel reasonably relaxed. We're going to take a breath into the sides of the ribs. So you should feel as you breathe in, I don't know if you can quite see it in the video, that the hands should move a little bit. Watch that your hands are high enough up, because we're trying to breathe into the lungs rather than breathing all the way down. So if your hands are down in your waist, if you're doing your Pilates breathing correctly, your hands shouldn't be moving. The hands are up round about the rib cage. You should be getting a little bit of movement there. Okay, so we're breathing in, and then as we breathe out, we're drawing into the centre. So these are the deep abdominals. So you should be able to feel that if you lift through your pelvic floor. Try and do that as you breathe out, just to stop you from just holding your breath. So breath out, draw into pelvic floor, or draw hip bones together. Or alternatively, if you imagine 4 points, tummy button, pubic bone and hip bones, imagine those 4 points drawing together, and that should get that connection. Okay, so we're ready to go. We're going to breathe in to prepare, and as we breathe out, we're going to bring the arms up, and we're doing arm openings. So we're breathing in, and then breathing out, open your arm wide, and then breathe in to return. What we're doing with this, probably can't hear me if I'm turning, is we're working this part of the spine, trying to get movement through that part of the spine. So make sure that the hips stay pointing forwards. So what you might need to do is you open your arm, is just push forward slightly through the hip, and then that will make sure that the hips stay nice and still. Just counterbalance. Keep your shoulders down. Okay. Let's bring those arms down. We're going to move into footsies, which is one of my favourite exercises as a warm-up. You can either have your hands on your hips, or you can have your arms out in front to give you a little bit of balance. So just work with what feels comfortable. So we're lifting up through the heels, bending the knees. The heels are coming back down, and then we're straightening the knees. So we're doing a lift, bend, heels down, and return. So we're getting lots of work through the calf muscles, some work through the quads, some work through the glutes. And the beauty of this is that we're getting some work through the calf while the legs are straight as well as while the legs are bent. So it's working all of our different calf muscles. So particularly for those of you who are runners or walkers, you're getting a good amount of work here. Right, we're going to change direction. We're going to start with the knee bend this time. So knee bend, heels lifting, straightening the knees, and then heels down. So keep a little eye on where your knees are pointing with this. So the knees should be staying pointing forwards. Imagine if you had headlights coming out of them. Those headlights would be both pointing directly forwards. We don't want the knees knocking in towards one another. Okay, what we're going to do in the next one is we're going to hold that squat position, and we're going to do some heel raises. So you can do it as a single heel raise, or you can do both together. So as soon as you start doing a few of these double heel raises, you'll really start to feel the calf muscles working. Now, if you watch, hoping I'm demonstrating this okay, your head should be staying quite still. So the movement's coming from the legs. So your hip is having to flex a little bit, your ankles are pushing down. Don't be nodding up and down. How are we doing? We're going to manage to do last 4, 3, 2, 1. That was a bit fast, that last one. Lose my balance a little bit. And let's come up to stand. What we're going to do now, again, with the hands on hips or arms by your side, is to do a little bit of work for our balance. So we're starting just with some single knee raises. And if you can, we're going to keep that knee lifted. So if you're able to keep your knee lifted, great. If that's too wobbly, just let your toe touch down to the floor, or alternatively put your foot in front of the other one. I'm going to bring the arms up and do arm openings like we did before. I would keep your head pointing forward for this one. So we're either back in that sort of slightly more stable position, or you've got your leg lifted. Arm openings. How are we doing? Are we still standing? Wobbling a little bit? Okay, let's switch. So the knee lifting to start. So some breathing would be good. Breathing out to lift, breathing to lower. Arms by your side, arms out in front, hands on the hips. Whatever works for you. And then we're keeping the knee lifted. And if you're able to keep it lifted without being too wobbly, you can bring your arms out. Arm openings, stretches, windmills. And remember with this, if that's too wobbly, toe touching to the floor, or your foot in front of the other one. Okay, back to our standing position. That's the end of the warm-up. Thank you very much.